Juno, like, is sitting over there, I'm sitting over here, and she's just talking about something randomly, and I, like, did a little stroke for my, like, liner, and I just said to myself, I thought it in my head, I went, she's fierce, and then all of a sudden, Juno just goes, girl, what the fuck? And just starts laughing.
I forgot to ask her, I look like a pretty princess.
Yeah.
Hello, Internet. I'm Daddy Satan, he, him in drag, and she, her out of drag. And today, I am here with...
Jacon the Box.
I'm so excited to get into this interview, so dig into your Jack in the Box and let's go. Welcome to my series, The Devil Wants to Know, where I interview drag artists and people in the drag community. So we're gonna learn all of your secrets. So Jacon, please introduce yourself, tell us your pronouns, and just tell us about you.
Gotcha. I'm Jacon the Box. I go by she, her, in and out of drag. And I like to call myself a drag clown entertainer.
Yes.
And, you know, we do say I am the mug down drag clown of Phoenix, Arizona.
Maybe.
So.
What got you into drag?
What really got me into drag was honestly watching Dragula season 3. I think those were the first, like, little seeds that were planted in my head about, like, what drag could and, like, be, like, outside of the realm of just pretty.
Wait, it's not just Lady Gaga, boom, boom, cat, cat.
Right. Like, you're telling me I don't gotta do this. But yeah, I started kind of dabbling into a little bit of clowning before all that too. So I just kind of wanted to mix the experience that I already had with the things that I was seeing, and slowly started getting more into like what alternative drag was. I moved out to Phoenix, and that was probably like 4 years ago. Saw my first drag show about a little bit over 2 years ago, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on a stage doing what I'm seeing right now.
Yes, please, and we're thankful for it. What was your first show?
My first show was TQA, or the Queer Arcana. This was like, I think 2023, I want to say. They had Hoso Terratoma, Dahli, basically like everyone from the season that like I had started watching for drag. And I was like, of course I have to go. And I went, saw Juno for the first time, and literally it was, if you don't know Juno, Juno actually is one of the people who I saw first and was like, this is like some spooky weird shit, like I want to do this too.
Yeah, I saw Juno and I said, I want nothing to do with this. And we talked a tiny bit about this, but you said you moved from Yuma, that's right?
Yeah, so
I'm glad you laid it out.
I'm born and raised from Yuma, but I moved as soon as I could at 17 to San Diego.
Yeah.
I was there for a little bit, moved back to Yuma because of the pandemic, and then I moved up here.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
We need to get out of there.
I was like, as soon as like restrictions were lifted, I'm like, bye mom and dad.
Rightfully so. Tell us about your first time in drag.
Oh my god, my first time in drag was, I would say, ego death. It was my first time performing. That's what I consider my first time in drag. And yeah, I was invited to come out by Mikel to do a performance for the first time, and it was amazing. Like, the energy, the welcomingness of like everyone. My first show had like Miasma, Mikel, Angelo, obviously, Juno, I think who else was there? I don't know, just some really cool people. Yeah, right. And the theme was clowns, of course.
Oh, yes.
So the crowd was just so electric. Like, I remember being so nervous before stepping out there too, and just everyone was really like comforting. And Rita Bane, she is also an amazing drag performer from Arizona, and she told me, like, baby, once you get out there, it's like addicting. The money, the people clapping for you, it all just becomes super addicting and you're not going to want to stop. And like, I have not stopped since then, so she's very right.
Yeah, and we need it. We eat it all up. So thank you for getting addicted.
Yeah, right.
Not enabling.
Right.
Do you have a drag family?
I do have a drag family.
Woo!
Actually, speaking of addiction, I come from the House of Addiction. So my parent is Michelangelo. Their parent is Pyra Addiction, and her parent is Benaddiction. So, the House of Addiction.
So royalty.
Right.
Just a little bit of the best.
Yeah, there's so many of us in Phoenix, so, I don't know, I'm always, like, out and about, and it's nice to know that there's, like, almost family, like, anywhere I go.
Yeah. Is it an infection, or, like, what is that?
I don't know, they just keep adopting people left and right.
Yeah. What does your drag family mean to you? Do they help you? Are they annoying? Tell us the tea.
They're definitely all of that. Definitely, well, I have Mikel as my parent and Sam as my brother, Sam Oddity. Sam and I feel are like, literally like brother sister. Like it's so great. We're kind of like always on the same wavelength when we see each other. We don't even have to really talk if we want to say something shady. We just give a little look and we just know. Yeah, we just know. And like Mikel, obviously super funny. Has been welcoming to me like from the start. Mikel has given me so many connections and opportunities in drag. I mean, honestly, he kind of knew everything would just fall into place over time with me, with my, like, drag and my makeup. What he really helped me learn was, like, just navigating people and really keeping me safe and away from certain crowds. Because there's definitely a lot of people, I feel, who are scared to say, like, hey, watch out for this person, watch out for that person. But, like, as family, like, I don't know, they were really looking out for me, keeping me away from people, so.
No, that's so good because I came in, I don't know who any of these fucking people are, and I've made connections with bad people only for, like, months later to be like, girl, did you know this, this, and this? I'm like,
Yeah.
Why did no one fucking tell me?
Literally.
But I guess later better than never? I don't know.
Yeah. Also, another big thing, too, like, I have a lot of history with addiction myself, and just, like, being with my drag family, obviously the House of Addiction, we all have, you know, some of us do have some experiences, and it's really nice to be able to talk about those things and just literally, like, know where each other are coming from. I know, especially being in the nightlife, like, it's kind of hard, not hard, but, you know, there are a lot of temptations with being in the line of work that we do, and just having other people to really rely on like that is, like, also been just another, like, amazing thing.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I would agree and say that it is hard because all of our community is pretty much in the bars. So we're always constantly under the pressure of being under substances.
Yeah.
And even if we're not, like, the bars are trying to make their pennies, so, like, they're peddling the alcohol. And even if we're not drinking, everyone else is. And then you have to deal with how everyone else is acting while they're inebriated. And I don't even drink, I even quit smoking weed, but being around people who are drinking is triggering in itself because we've all in the queer community been through some shit, I can imagine. So it is hard, but thankfully we do have really good connections that keep us safe. So I'm glad you have that. Yeah. How did you get your first gig?
So I got my first gig from Mikel. So the story of how it happened, back in high school, I did a show with a really good friend in theater. His name is Brian, who at the time Mikel and Brian were really close. And Brian had still been following me on social media and just, like, seeing, like, oh, my friend that I know from, like, back home in Yuma is, like, in Phoenix and they do clown makeup. Like, you should, I've been seeing on her story that, like, she's been wanting to do a gig. Like, you should reach out if she wants to do it. And because of Brian talking to Mikel reached out to me, and now here we are.
Oh, I love that!
Yeah.
Connections. The universe was telling you, be gay.
Yeah, literally. It felt very much like, I don't know, everything fell into place.
Is it still fetish night?
Right.
So how long have you been doing drag now?
So now I've been doing drag for 2 years. I think the night I did TQA competition, July 9th, was my 2-year anniversary.
Oh yay, congrats!
Yes, thank you.
Just a toddler.
Right.
What does drag mean to you?
Drag to me is kind of like a form of like, almost like poetry. I mean, obviously self-expression, but to me, drag is telling a story. Whether I'm feeling something or if there's something around me going on, I feel like there's always some kind of message or story to be told. I think that's kind of the point of art, and just the way you get there is what makes it like different for everyone. And for me, it's doing drag, and whether like, I don't know, it be something political, something just how I'm feeling internally, or something completely different because I know things are not always happy, we need to laugh, you know? I always just try to tell a story, and it builds a lot of connection with people too. I don't know, there's so many times where like I've done a number and someone comes up to me afterward and they're like, oh, this really spoke to me, or oh, I was really having a hard day, but I could just think about what you were doing on stage and it brought me back to a certain place, or like, oh, there are a lot of people who have been thinking certain things and now they see this message you're doing and it changed that. And it's like, oh, like what we do like on stage kind of has power. So I always try to bring some kind of message and bringing awareness of things with the art.
Yeah, it's so interesting how art has that effect. It's kind of like an unintended consequence, but in a good way. Like, you don't even realize what it's going to mean to people, but it gets their brain working.
Yeah.
Just being an artist is so powerful that we don't even realize what the fuck we're doing sometimes, but it's great. You know, just saving the world.
Right.
So, how did you get your mug? Your mug is very unique.
Oh, so my drag and makeup journey, I feel like, are two completely separate things. Like, I have been doing makeup now for 12 years now.
Nice.
I started doing makeup at like 13, 14 years old. So it's kind of just been like a really long journey with that. I started doing kind of like 2016 beauty influencer kind of makeup stuff, then into the more like clown kind of stuff. In San Diego, there's actually a pretty big like clown community, and there were a few people I remember like looking at while I was in San Diego, like Clussy the Clown. I think some other people. I was just friends with a lot of like also punk people, and they just in general had really cool makeup, and I just saw like kind of different subcultures. I'm like, let me try to bring them together. And then, like I said, got into doing like Dragula, watching drag stuff, and just mixed everything together. The mug that I have now is kind of inspired by a lot of androgyny. I kind of really like the like gaunt looking face. If you've seen my mug, it's pretty severe with the contour.
Yes.
But I have always been obsessed with just like a severe, like straight up contour, and ever since I've done clown makeup, it's always been about being more androgynous, being more like walking the line of like, what am I seeing? A lot of it at first was me kind of like exploring gender, and I was like, I like how people perceive me in clown makeup because they don't really see anything at first. They're just like, that's a clown, you know? And obviously from there, my gender got trans, so, you know.
That gay agenda got
Right. Yeah, it's just been a really big journey, and I've just honed in my technical abilities since starting drag. I know I've gotten advice from even people like Pyra. her makeup's not clown whatsoever, but she just told me, like, make it bigger. I went from having, like, the tiniest, like, contour with only, like, 2 different shades to now my contour takes up, like, half of my cheek, and it has, like, 5 different shades going into it.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of inspiration is, like, Kiss. There's a drag king named Ad Horrible from Montreal, who's amazing, someone I really followed closely when I, like, started. Gender Destruction was another really good makeup artist that I followed at first. We all kind of share the same face contour, and there's subtle differences between all of us. Like, I remember playing around with blending downward, blending upward, or putting different color shades together that, like, didn't really even match, but I was like, color theory. You know, this should work with the eye. But yeah.
Nice. As a metalhead, I of course think corpse paint,
Yeah.
and then gay, and I'm like, gay and
Yeah.
corpse paint. I love it. I also love your lips too, because when you get on stage, it just has so much emotion and really adds to your numbers. So
Actually, the lips specifically, I learned from Crystal Methyd when she did her RuPaul's Drag Race, like, Wow Presents tutorial thing.
nice.
She literally, like, the tutorial is up there if y'all ever want to know. There's a line here, smile, and then bloop, and you're done.
Oh yeah. Yes, resources.
Right.
What has been your favorite gig to date?
Oh god. Okay. Like, this is a really hard one, but, like, honestly, anytime I perform at Ego Death is, like, my favorite gig. Like, maybe I'm a little biased, you know, starting show, but, like, the crowd, everyone always just appreciates drag for what it is. The performers they always have, I'm always blown away by what everyone brings. Everyone, I feel, really pushes themselves when they're in that show. And also, like, the people who put on the show themselves are amazing. Like, Mikel, Juno, they really have that, like, welcoming spirit, especially with alternative performers. Like, if they see you out and about, like, in the crowd, like, they will make sure to talk to you. And, I don't know, just a really big sense of community there. Obviously, too, I love performing at TQA. I guess it's not, like, one specific place. It's mostly just, like, the places. Yeah.
Anywhere the weirdos are.
Yeah. Literally.
What is your dream gig? Like, cast, costume, everything. Location.
Okay.
How much money you make for the night.
Okay.
The trade you pull.
My dream gig would probably be, like, okay, if I could, like, put on a show that was, like, on a beach somewhere, and, like, at night with, like, a crazy sound system, they have, like, the stage, and obviously super alternative, like, obviously I'd have to bring all my divas, I'd have to bring out, like, Rebornika, that's twin, definitely my brother Sam, they're part of the Dreamcast, trying to think who else, I'd bring out some crazy people like what's her name, Irregulargirl, or who else is coming out? Age of Consent, obviously.
Absolutely. Wait, need this extra coverage.
The pay, I'm sorry. I know from the people I'm bringing, we're selling that bitch out. It's gonna be a wrap. Pay, like, $500. I don't know. Listen, with pay, it's 2025. We need to be getting paid in the triple digits these days for what we do. Because that stuff is not cheap. I don't know. I definitely see, like, full-on production with this fantasy night. There's going to be fireworks on the stage. There's going to be, like, you know, the pyrotechnics, the confettis, meet and greet for sure. Amazing pictures and videos. Oh, that's my favorite thing, though. It would be the videos that come after. I just know they would look amazing. The beach, everything, that's the dream gig.
Yes.
And the trade after, I'm sorry, San Diego trade. If any trade from San Diego is watching, the divas in and out of that city, so, you know, hit me up.
I'm imagining the SpongeBob concert they had on the beach.
Shut up.
Ripped his pants.
Yes.
Yes, so we're manifesting. What is your favorite step getting into drag?
My favorite step getting into drag is probably getting dressed. Like, as much as I love doing my makeup, it is so overstimulating putting on makeup. Once I have all of my makeup on and I'm getting dressed, that's when I'm really like, okay, I feel the fantasy, like the contacts have been put in, like now I'm getting dressed, the outfit is all coming together, and then I don't have to worry about nothing but my face. Usually it's already set by then, and then also like, I don't know, I get to be like flipping my hair around at this point, like really feeling it, and then the people will be saying like, I like your outfit, and then like I'm like, okay, I'm here.
Yes. How long does it take you to get into drag?
Usually, like if I want to take my time, it's gonna be about 4.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in a rush, I have done it comfortably in 2 hours, but really pushing it, I can do it in 45 minutes.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's a professional.
Yes.
What would you tell somebody who wants to get into drag, and how do they get their first gig?
Starting drag is definitely about showing up for the community. I honestly really got out there by just getting into paint and going to shows. That is probably gonna be like the number one like piece of information like I feel anyone's probably gonna say. Like going to the shows and just really showing out, like make a name for yourself, obviously act right on your best behavior, and just be really friendly, you know. Definitely don't be naive, but definitely be friendly with people, you know. And I would also definitely say don't be scared. A lot of people and a lot of things that I see are people always like wondering like, oh, like, how do I go out? How do I go out? And I'm just like, you just show up, you know? And there are a lot of people that go to the shows by themselves and just literally show up. Like, I was very scared, but the first like 2 or 3 shows I went by myself. And I just was like a little floater, but people came up to me because of my makeup. And then started talking, like, oh, what's your Instagram? Like, you know, stuff like that. It's very daunting and scary, but the community at large, at least here in Arizona, was very, very welcoming, and they love the alternative divas.
Yes. There's something in the water.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time we met?
I don't know if I do. Okay, wait. If I had to guess, it would either be 2 things. Like either Ego Death or like a show in Tucson, like the Tar Queens or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No.
I don't remember either.
It's like I've just always known you.
Yeah, literally. Oh no, I think I remember. You were in Ego Death. One of like the first 2 or 3 like Ego Deaths they did.
The only ones I've been in were the very first one when it was Fright Night. And then the other one was, I think it was Cannabis or something. It was like a cannabis one, like a play on cannabis. And I was representing Tar Queens. Those are the only Ego Deaths I've been in.
Oh, it had to have been before that. I don't know. I feel like maybe I've seen you at a different show performing.
It might have been TQA.
Probably maybe TQA or Tar Queens.
Yeah.
Something. But I know it was seeing you perform. I saw you perform, and I was like, who is this person? And that's when Juno, I was like, oh, that's Dahli Satan. And then I was like, wait, I do see you all the time around.
Yeah, that's weird, I can't remember. Because it hasn't been very long, but, you know, the world's on fire, so, like, we're just trying to survive right now.
Yeah.
Now is time for a new segment, so buckle up. This is called Confessionals. So, tell us the tea, tell us all of your sins, anything, go.
Oh, okay. So, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, but I am super right now into... Wait, how crazy can we get?
Anything, I'm not monetized.
Okay. I'm in my top era right now. Oh boy. Okay, maybe verse bottom, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's been up in the air, but these men have been wanting the doll to do some things, and at first I was like, I don't know, like I'm just the bottom girl, you know, but she's been getting into her dom top era.
Okay.
That's kind of been my new little obsession, but you know, forgive me, Father. I don't know what else is going on. That's crazy. Oh, lots of. Oh, I just remember this. I just added to my wish list a horny dating simulator, but like, no, I'm not talking about no date everything stuff. I'm talking about like some catboys in in a cafe,
Yeah.
21 plus kind of a video game on Steam.
Yeah.
If anyone wants the link, you know where to find me at Jacon the Box.
I love that.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me. Oh my god.
Well, as one verse bottom to another, your sins have been forgiven.
Thank you.
But there's more to get into these confessionals. So, tell us your most embarrassing moment in drag.
Oh, I'm gonna have to send you the clip.
Yes.
Because it is a clip.
We're putting it in here.
But it's like, okay, personally, it's maybe not the worst thing ever, but I was so stressed. So there's this competition called Rising Star at Stacy's, hosted by Inez Adams. Amazing.
That's my drag great grandma.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
There's her, and then oh my god, is it Ezzy or Izzy? I can't remember right now. And then it is Marlene. Marlene's my mom.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Surprise.
Weird.
Keep it in the family.
Right. Anyways, so with her competition, it's 10 weeks long. Every week, new theme. You know the theme the week of. I was stressed. The theme was like prehistoric something, and I didn't know what to do. I thought I could do some pop, like 1, 2, kickity cat number, and I go up on stage as like a mammoth. And it's just me in this weird last minute costume that I do not like, going. And you can tell in my face, I kind of gave up. It's just me up there shuffling, doing this. And then I turn around, and then that same night, I think it was mostly because it was insult like added to injury, because earlier that night, which I also have the clip of, I slipped on someone's blood that was before me, and landed like butt first onto the corner of the stage. I recovered nicely, but nonetheless, I was still a little embarrassed. And then, you know, after that, made a fool of myself. So,
I'll be waiting for those clips.
right.
Nice. Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You know, we all have to have our ups and our downs.
That's drag. Yeah. Other than that, what about your funniest moment in drag?
Okay, funniest moment? Okay, one of them, funniest I'd probably say, was doing Shallow.
Oh my god.
So at the end of every Ego Death, they do like a Shallow by Lady Gaga and some white man.
A man.
Yeah. And usually it's done by Mikel and Juno. Well, this time they wanted to do a twist, and the kids came out and did it, and it was me and Rebornika doing Shallow, and I had a wig on, this pink wig, and like, I never wear wigs, and it was just like complete like chaos and silliness. I think that was probably super, super funny. Either that, or when I had to do a number for Rising Star, and I was a house in a tornado. And it was more funny after the fact because I had Juno be my tornado, and I just like see on the video her like flip over the railing, and like this big giant tornado flipping over. Like that was so funny in the performance. I don't know if like per se I did it, but it was just a very funny moment.
Yes, we'll accept it.
Yeah.
Tornado down.
Right.
I didn't fucking know it was fetish night at Ego Death the other night. I totally just came came up in my normal shit, but I was like, no, it's because I practice fetish every day. That's why. But I'm so sorry on behalf of the community that nobody sniffed your pits, and I am offering to sniff your pit right here, right now on film.
Stop. Are you for real?
I'm for real.
Well.
May I?
Yes,
Oh my god.
may.
Oh, yes.
No.
It's here. It's done now. You are satisfied.
Thank you. No, like I was like wearing an entire pink, like magenta, specifically magenta, bandana outfit. I'm like, okay, maybe there's some like dirty, filthy flaggers out there. And there wasn't. People were like, oh, that's such a cute outfit. Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden I post, wow, I'm so sad. No one offered or asked. And to like sniff my pits or let me sniff their pits. And now all of a sudden everyone's coming up out of the woodwork after the fact.
Not me.
Yeah, not you. Yes, not you. So I really appreciate it. And there is one person I will say, my friend Muse, who did offer, but I did not hear them. Because like, you know, end of the show, everything's so fucking loud.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I love you out there.
We love you. We love pits. Next time.
And hearts out to all of my pit sniffers.
Yes. All of the pigs. What? Well, thank you so much for coming on The Devil Wants to Know. It's been so much fun. I mean, I got to sniff a pit. Cut. Done. We're good.
I got my pit sniffed, so.
Everybody's satisfied in the name of the Father. So, I hope you had so much fun watching this, and goodbye, Internet!
Bye!
So much fun! Oh, wait. Now is... Wait, let me fucking cut it. Oh my god. Remember if I asked this already? I may have quit smoking weed, but my brain did not recover.